Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sportanic today. So this is going to be the first IPL show. So this is called the IPL Zone. So this is episode 1. So today we are going to do the review of Chennai Super Kings versus Gujarat Titans, which was the first match of IPL 2023. And it was really thrilling today. And well done to GT, who have obviously won against CSK in a very close match. So we got alongside Vanchi, who is a IPL supporter. Also, Vanchi has actually he started his YouTube channel called Vanchi Cricket. Plus, he is also very active on Instagram as well. Called I think there's a community Vanchi community of cricket on Instagram as well. So he does have his followers. He just started his YouTube. So Vanchi, how are you doing? I mean, exciting IPL finally started. Exciting first match. So your thoughts of today's first match as a whole, because I mean the opening ceremony started brilliantly with Arijit Singh and all, and then especially the match I think was a brilliant match to start with today.
Absolutely. I mean, just getting into a bit of match also, I thought CSK would probably face a bit of a more humiliating defeat, but I think the way CSK got defeated, I think they should take a bit of pride in that. Because of that kind of bowling attack, they managed this match, which I felt was great.
First of all, your thoughts, especially let's talk about the playing 11s. Were you a bit surprised that I mean, especially Simranjit Singh didn't start and Hangarekar started ahead of Simranjit Singh? Because when we saw that bowling attack, I felt like when we saw last season, especially I think CSK, I think Simranjit Singh played most of the matches. But your thoughts, especially of the playing 11 of CSK, first of all?
Okay, my immediate thoughts on playing 11 is I don't know why they didn't include Pretorius in the first place, because if you look at that 11, probably we all know that Stokes is not going to bowl. Probably Stokes tried warming up before the match started, but when Stokes is not available, it means one of your dead bowler is also gone. So Pretorius could have been an option over there, but the reason behind snubbing of Simranjit Singh might be because Hangarekar's ability to bowl better in the death than Simranjit Singh, which Hangarekar did really well today. I think it was just a strategic move considering their what to say their combination. Tushar coming in was clearly on the purpose of bowling in the power play because Tushar had
Yes.
decent records in power play. So I think it was pretty obvious and straightforward. It's just that both Magala, Patirana was not available and Pretorius was not included. That their death bowling was a big question mark.
Yeah, I agree. And talking about Gujarat Titans playing 11, obviously it was a big shock that we saw Vijay Shankar in that playing 11, and also speaking about they didn't include Shivam Mavi or Sai Kishore in their playing 11 or even in their bench today, even in the impact player list. Were you a bit surprised because we thought Sai Kishore and Mavi were sure starters in that playing 11, but we didn't see neither of them. We saw Yash Dayal, and they've gone with two foreign bowlers with Josh Little and the other bowler as well. So your thoughts about that? Going with two overseas with Alzari Joseph and Josh Little.
Got it. I think Gujarat Titans just saw it as a pure opportunity to test both of their foreign bowlers in a single match and see who is gonna playing better. Because obviously the next match, David Miller is gonna come back into the side, so they would ideally would like to have would be in a position to just have only one foreign pacer. So I think they thought let us just try both Alzari and Little today, and whoever is performing better can stick to their place in the next match. And coming to Shivam Mavi, I wasn't surprised because Yash Dayal did extremely great the last time when he played for them. And why to change that combination was my question. And yes, of course, I didn't know like Mavi was not also at the impact list. That is a bit surprising to me. And Sai Kishore, I thought he could have been a potential X factor coming into the bowling because he had great record in the spin in the Tamil Nadu Premier League. Sai Kishore's was a bit disappointing, but Shivam Mavi, it was understandable because of Dayal's performance.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the first innings, especially Ruturaj Gaikwad, the way that he played, especially that 92 knock, because when the other batsmen were not settling in, Ruturaj Gaikwad was holding until the 15th or 16th over, scoring 92, whereas Ben Stokes, even I mean, the rest of the batsmen really struggled today. When you said Conway got out early by Shami with a good delivery, then Stokes, Ali, all of them got dismissed, but Ruturaj Gaikwad was in his zone, and I mean, he played a beautiful knock today playing. I think he played 8 sixes today along with his four boundaries. So your thoughts, because he's like a potential player who could replace perhaps Ishan Kishan in that 2020 squad even for India. With the way that he's playing right now, he could have potentially have a good season. So your thoughts about Ruturaj Gaikwad's knock?
I'll personally not going into the World Cup squad because that's an entirely different debate. But considering here, it was very clear that when the squad was announced, Ben Stokes, a great test player for now. We don't remember a better knock from him in the T20 side or in the ODI side. He's retired though, but off late in the last 1 year, his entire focus is on Test cricket, and the only knock probably was good is in the finals in the T20 World Cup. So Ben Stokes coming into the tournament, he know like the CSK management also knows that he's not going to have that kind of great start. Considering that Ambati Rayudu, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Shivam Dube, their match time was not clearly defined. So Gaikwad had to take up that leadership role in the batting and lead CSK's batting lineup. So that was self obviously that he has to do that, and it was really pleasing on the ice to see the way he batted. Like he was so calm, composed. He exactly knew what he was doing. He was attacking the bowlers in the right areas, knew the ground dimensions much better. Because scoring 9 sixes in a match, that too, not sorry for using this word, but an Indian scoring 9 sixes in a match, it's no joke. So Gaikwad's innings today was a perfect example of how to lead a batting unit, considering everyone others, like scenarios coming into the match. It was a great knock.
Yes. And talk about Shivam Dube as well. Do you think he should bat higher up the order? Because we saw last season he was, I mean, he was contributing runs batting at number 3 and number 4. But now seeing Ben Stokes, I think the middle order of CSK seems a bit winded up. I would feel like Shivam Dube batting at 6, like it doesn't make sense because it was such a slow knock. And when
Correct.
CSK had to potentially get around 185, 190, I think they missed that opportunity. So your thoughts? Of Shivam Dube batting at number 6? Is that like ideal for CSK?
No, I think Shivam Dube is a better striker of spin bowlers than pace bowlers, considering that his ideal batting position should somewhere be around, like 7th to 12th or 13th over, where spinners predominantly come in. And probably this is a very too early call to speak, but I would like to see Shivam Dube being used as a floater in the squad. Whenever spinners are coming in, you have the option to send a player up. So just try it out. Ideally, I didn't, probably CSK didn't have any option also, but Dubey coming in a bit late was a bit surprising. He should have ideally come up the order above Raido, because Raido can potentially fit into that, like the floaters role much better than Dubey. So Dubey's position at 5 was a question mark. At least 4 would have been an ideal. At least 4 or 3 should have been an ideal thing.
Yeah, I also agree with that. Yeah. And let's talk about Gujarat Titans bowling. So I think Shami had a brilliant spell. I think the opening overs, I think he got 2 wickets. And thoughts about Rashid Khan being introduced in the 5th over and the way that he bowled, because he got both Ben Stokes and Moeen Ali out. I think those were 2 key wickets. The way that they brought in Rashid Khan and got the both of them out. So your thoughts about Rashid Khan's bowling today?
I thought Hardik might have come with an initial different plan, but that didn't quite work out for him, because when we saw 4 paces in the squad, Shami, Dayal, um, and then Little, and then there was one more bowler along with Hardik as well. So I thought probably Rashid would come somewhere around 12th, 14th, 16th, and then just finish with 3 overs because of the ground dimensions, considering the average first inning score and then the record of spinners. But just that the 4 paces went for runs in the first 4 overs, so Hardik didn't have any option but to include Rashid Khan. I think Rashid Khan was taken in the first over, but after the power play was done, that is when Rashid's greater strength is, because a batsman would be
Yes.
trying to niggle singles off him or try to sweep him, and that's when I thought he got both Moeen Ali and Stokes. And it was just that Rashid's experience got the better of them. The delivery was just the same, I guess. He exactly
Yeah.
knew like what batsmen were going to do, and pitch the ball and turn the ball in that way. Rashid is always a masterclass in T20, and probably
Yes.
he'll continue to do so for some time.
Yes. As we see here, Mohammad Shami has taken 100 wickets in IPL. So I think that's a great feat by Mohammad Shami. The way that he bowled also, I think that was brilliant. Yeah, I think 178. Vanchi, do you think that was enough on the board for CSK, or do you think they were like 10 or 15 runs short? Seeing like Ahmedabad, usually it's like a flat pitch, and I know that Dew could affect in the second half of the match, but do you think they were like 15 or 20 runs short, perhaps CSK, with the way that they were going at the start?
No, no. I think Dhoni was very clear. Since it rained yesterday night, I'm not sure what the time is. The one day before the match, since it rained, Dhoni was clear that dew might not play a factor here. And considering the average first inning score is just around 160, 178 was, I felt, 15 runs extra also, which CSK could have managed if they had better death bowlers. So it's just that scoring wise, CSK did good. Of course, like Raidu's strike rate and Dubey's strike rate, in terms of rotating the balls, if that could have improved a bit, extra 10 runs would have been crucial. But 178 was still a decent score, which CSK failed to defend.
All right. And talking about the Gujarat Titans bowling attack also, do you think for the next match they should ideally go with one overseas bowler? Because when we saw Josh Little today, he went for runs today. I think it was his first match. But do you feel, especially with David Miller coming in, do you think that either Josh Little or Alzari Joseph will make way? Especially, I think Josh Little might have to make way for David Miller. So your thoughts about that?
I see it in a slightly different perspective because Kane Williamson is now injured, and we do not know like what is the status. Because I really wish that it is not big, because Williamson was not screaming in pain, or his face reactions didn't suggest that it was a big injury.
Yeah.
Hopefully, for safety purpose, he didn't come to bat is what we could have potentially assumed. But if that
Yes.
is not the case, Gujarat Titans will still be like like very happy to replace Miller with Williamson. I mean, like, yeah, Miller in the place of Williamson, and just play like one more floater in the name of Manohar or Sai Sudarshan. I think he did extremely good, and fix the slot over there, and still allowed to go with two foreign paces, because I thought that really worked out for them. Alzari Joseph bowling in that pace, little can come handy in the death overs. Of course, he went for runs today, first IPL match, like it happens for everyone. But given a chance, Gujarat Titans would still allow to stick to the same bowling combination and do something with the bat and try to win the matches which they beautifully did the last time. Their bowling was great. Their batting was like in patch and patches. Somehow the patches came together and they won the trophy. So they would love to say have the same formula. And Little should be an X factor for them. Of course, Shami can bowl in the death. Dayal can bowl. Alzari can also bowl, but Little is a bit more experienced and recognized face in the death overs, so they would like to ride up on that.
I agree. And talking about the impact play, I mean, Tushar Deshpande coming to replace Ambati Raidu. Do you think that was a right move by CSK? Because we saw in the opening overs, I think Tushar Deshpande went for a lot of runs today. I think 3.2 overs, he went for 51 runs today. He was not that good in the power play, especially. And I think Saha and Gill actually dominated over Deshpande. Do you think a bowler like Simrajit perhaps could have coming instead of Deshpande? Your thoughts about Deshpande being brought in as impact player?
I think still it was a very good choice. Almost he took a wicket off his first ball. Like I think in the
Yeah,
third man, Saha edged it over there. If he had taken that,
yeah,
probably we would have had a different conversation. But Tushar Deshpande is known for his power play bowling, and that's why rightly he was named in. I think still it was a good move, just that it didn't work out well. Probably in the next match it should come to. And I was
or
surprised that Gujarat Titans didn't include Sai Kishore in the bid. I thought since Rashid was doing good in the terms of spin, I thought like two
yeah,
or three overs from, I don't know who they should have potentially replaced with. They can't take Tiwati also because of his batting abilities. But
yeah,
sidelining Dayal for 2 overs and then getting in a two from
yes,
Sai Kishore, I wish that could have happened. But still, like anyways,
I agree.
good emergency.
I agree because I mean, especially they couldn't get Gaikwad out, and especially I thought if a additional spinner would have been brought in alongside Rashid Khan, I think that would have been given a extra support. I would feel for the Gujarat Titans bowling, but I mean, fair play. I think they went with what they wanted, and they got extra. Luckily, I mean, Williams they got Sai Sudarshan to replace Williamson because I think he did a bigger impact as an impact player, but your thoughts about the opening pair, Saha and Gill? I think put up a 37 stand, especially Saha got a good start, and then Shubman Gill just continued for Gujarat Titans today until he got dismissed. So, your thoughts about the start that Gujarat Titans got?
I always believe and still do believe that Saha is one of the most underrated openers in the IPL. No other Indian batter apart from Shehwag could kind of give the starts that Saha is giving. Like I'm not body shaming, but he's so short in height, which makes sure that the bowler's length would be a bit of difficult in terms of bowlers getting the length right from the ball one. He exactly uses that. Whatever the ball he gets pitched in the middle of the pitch, he's just going for full shots, which is quite working out for him. And that is where Like Saha is an X factor. Like today also you see by the end of the 3 overs they were 30 and Saha already scored 20. That is a kind of great X factor that Saha brings into the team. And I always feel like if Saha is scoring 20 runs of 10 balls, it's equivalent to like 30 runs of 15 balls. So he's just providing the great stats, which is very nice to watch it on the field.
Yes, I agree. And also, I mean, thoughts about Vijay Shankar's batting. I think 27 of 21 today. I think he played a really good role coming at number 5, as given a role today, and really performed well. So this is just a surprise actually. Even I didn't expect Vijay Shankar to be in that playing 11 for Gujarat Titans, but he actually contributed that we didn't expect. So, your thoughts about his knock as well?
Okay, I think Pavan, your voice was not that clear to me, but I understood that the question was around Vijay Shankar's batting and if Gujarat Titans would stick to him in the future. Is it my internet or you? Let me just try to. Okay, I think
Yeah,
it's
thoughts.
Pavan's internet.
Sorry, can you hear me? Vanchi?
Yes, 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 I can hear you.
Yeah. Your thoughts also about Hungarekar's bowling, because Hungarekar is very interesting bowling. I mean, yeah, he may have costed runs, but he still picked up 2, 3 wickets and was a good addition. So your thoughts were CSK will stick to him also season, especially when Patira comes back. Mainly, do you still see Hungarekar in this 11, or do you think that there will be a rotation among CSK bowlers?
No, I think the Hunger Gaker, the way he bowled today, clocking 140, 145 plus, and getting those Yorkers nailed, I think he has slotted his position in the squad at least for those 14th, 16th, and potentially 18th over. CSK would like to nurture him into the death bowling because of his abilities to bowl Yorker, and with Dhoni's frequent inputs, he can also play around with the bounces line and everything. And many would not know Hunger Gaker is also a decent hard hitter. I thought he should have come before Santner today, which didn't happen. But Hunger Gaker still can perform with bat as well, which CSK would like to have him in as an additional factor as well.
All right. Let's take something from the comment section.
Yeah, Pavan, I think your internet is a bit shaky. So, guys, let's just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. I think Pavan should figure out a way. Oh, sure. So, till Pavan joins, I think I could also just try to speak about the impact player rule on a whole and how it potentially may impact, like the all-rounders role in the game because yes, I think Pavan is back, so we'll see. Pavan, are you sorted with your internet?
Just give me a second. Can you hear me, Vanchi?
Yes, yes, we
Wait,
can hear you.
I'll just switch off the video for now. Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Can you hear me? Can you hear
Yes, yes,
me?
yes, yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah. All right. We'll take one from the comment section here. Faizan here is, can MS Dhoni win another IPL, from the comment section here?
I think it's a bit tough until some of their X factors turn out into real potential factors. Say like someone like Patirana, we have seen a bit of him, but if he comes back into the squad and starts performing at the death, it should be a great wish for CSK. Plus Magala as well. Plus Tikshana is also not around, so they have still like few players joining up the squad. And batting wise, like CSK has never won the tournaments because of batting unit. They have won every time because of the bowling unit. So it's just that the bowling unit needs to gather together and then find out the right combination in terms of bowling in the death. Because Deepak Chahar is there in the start, Jadeja is there in the middle. Who's there in the death? That's the big concern. And potentially, like Dhoni would like to sign off by winning the trophy, but The squad combination doesn't seem that much exciting enough for now. Hopefully, with time, it should come good. So I think Pawan's internet is again a bit shaky. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can put it on the comments. Meanwhile, I'll just try to have a small discussion around the impact player rule as well. Because if you saw the match today, um, people were happy that like Ken Williamson was substituted by Sai Station, and impact player was doing bit better for both the teams in terms of Raidu sitting out and Deshpande coming in. But slowly, if you realize that one of the most common debated topics in any team would be like having the sixth bowling option, and that would be a very critical factor in deciding if a team should win a trophy or not. If you looked at exactly like Rajasthan Royals last season, the main reason why they lost it in the finals, like they didn't have a sixth bowler to control the extra run flow done by the bowlers. So if this is how impact players role is gonna work out, wherein like batters and bowlers are easily swapped, the role of all rounder would be a big question mark. And if in the international circuit, I don't see never that this kind of impact rules is being imposed. So in the longer run, the impact rule will definitely hurt India in terms of not getting enough all-rounders. Of course, Hardik Pandya is there for the future for next 6 to 7 years, but who after Hardik Pandya? IPL will give the players, and if the impact player is there, impact player rule is there, I think that would be a bit of a
All
problem.
right.
We are getting the
Yeah.
all-rounders. Please come on. So I was just discussing about the impact player rule till you were off, so we can,
Oh,
yeah.
all right, all right. Rohan here says, how would you rate Shubman Gill's innings today?
Shuman Gill's innings and Gaikwad's innings, you have to rate both on the same level. Nothing was less than like any other innings. Shuman Gill, he exactly knew what the target was. He knew like when to attack, what is the kind of run rate the inning should progress, and he made sure that the batsman coming in next was not under pressure. He took most of the balls and started attacking right from the start so that the other batter could play like potential some dot balls and then carry on. So that is one great character of Shubman Gill that he always shows in the international circuit as well. So Shubman Gill, if Shubman Gill is 10, probably like Rutraj Gaikwad is 9.9. Gaikwad was equally good. Like entire team was struggling, so Gaikwad was carrying the entire batting unit and then getting it up. So both these guys are India's future. So India is blessed, is what my conclusion.
Hmm. Vanchi, for the next match against, I mean, for CSK, do we see any other changes? Because, I mean, especially the middle order didn't click today. Can we see Peppers coming in for the next match because he's not playing right now? South Africa is retired right now. Can change from CSK in the next match?
No. I think Dhoni, if Dhoni have to drop a player, then it would take big mountains. Of course, Patirana and Tikshana are not available. So since the time they will be available, CSK would still love to stick into the same squad. So there won't be any changes coming in. Probably, I don't know where the CSK is playing its next match. If it is in home ground, probably the impact player might change. Prashant Solanki might come in place of Tushar Deshpande. So that is the only change. And I would love to see like 1 or 2 overs from Ben Stokes. Ask Ben Stokes to just bowl the final over. So that should be also a great thing. Stokes can come handy in the depth. So I would like to see Dhoni using that.
Yeah. All right. So we'll end the review over there. So let's start the quiz show. So we'll be asking the guests two questions and one guess the picture question. So Abdul, if you can start with guess the picture if possible for the quiz. Um, Abdul, yeah. If you can begin the quiz segment, guys. So basically, we found the guest obviously make it things interesting to answer questions from the quiz. Two questions and one of the pictures. So guess the star. Can we put up the picture, please? Yes. All right. Once if you can see this, could you name the cricketer if possible?
No, I think I know him. Razak. Abdul Razak. No. KKR player. Iqbal Abdullah
Uh,
something.
yes, right. Yeah, that's right. It is Iqbal Abdul. As we know, I think 2012 he was the purple cap holder, and I think yeah, he's the right player. So well done on that one. So let's get into the two questions. So three questions that I've lined up as well. Can we put the first question in, please?
2010
First
purple
question.
cap. I think it should be
Yeah,
either
who won
R.
the purple cap in IPL 2010? Yes.
I think it's RP Singh. Else like Pragyan Oja.
Can you repeat the answer, please?
No, I
No,
was
I
telling
think
it's either RP Singh or Pragyan Oja. So I think the answer is already displayed. It's Pragyan Oja.
Yeah, I think that was the correct answer. I think, yeah, it is Pragyang Moja actually. That was the right answer. Yes. All right, next question in, please. Yeah.
No, yeah, honestly, no idea. No idea, no
Second
idea.
question. Yeah. All right. Second question. In which year did Suresh Raina score his maiden IPL century?
Pawan, I didn't know the answer, but right now it's displayed. It's 2013.
Oh, the answer is being given. Abdul, don't put the answer, please, because then the guest will know. Abdul.
No, actually, since your internet is a bit shaky, Abdul gave like 10 seconds before publishing the answers, so it's good.
Oh, all right. It
Okay.
is 2000. Yeah, that is the answer for the second question. Yeah. We have a comment over here. All right. Third question, please, if possible. Yeah, there is a 10 second or 15 second given. Don't put the banner, please. Who scored 90 plus for the last group match between MI versus RR in IPL 2014? Vanchi.
It's Corey Anderson, New Zealand,
Yeah.
who's now settled in
Yes,
USA.
that is right. Yeah, it is Corey Anderson indeed. Yeah. So that is the right answer from Vanchi. So yeah, that wraps up the quiz. Let's take one more comment before wrapping up the show. Can we take from Rohan, please? Rohan Hussein here says, do you think Rashid Khan can become an all-round finisher for GT like he did it today for them? Vanchi, your thoughts?
Yes, yes. So it's a bit tricky thought and question because Rashid Khan can, of course, contribute with the bat, but to become a finisher, we can say Tiwatia as a finisher because he has years of experience doing that, but Rashid Khan doesn't have. So he's a proper, uh, great bowler and then a great part-time batter for now. Probably with years coming up, and since he's also playing a lot of leagues, Rashid will eventually reach the point where he can potentially be a finisher as well. But right now in this season, it's a tough ask from Rashid. He can support the finisher, but not be the finisher.
All right. I think Vanshi will wrap up the show. Before wrapping up the show, can we get the predictions for you for tomorrow? Especially have KKR versus PBK's match and then Capitals versus Lucknow Super Giants. Who do you think will be winning those two matches? And the reason also, like one reason if possible.
KKR versus PBKS, I would like to believe that KKR would win it. The reason being simple. Most of the people think that KKR will end up last on the league, so they would want to surprise everyone. And second match is happening between Delhi Capitals and Lucknow Super Giants, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
My prediction is not towards like who's gonna win the match. I mean, I'm very excited to see how Gautam Gambhir is gonna run it around with respect to impact player role. He is such a genius of the game, and Gambhir is gonna use the maximum of the impact player role. So I think he's gonna get that spot on, helping LSG win the match.
All right. So we wrap things up. So thank you so much, Vanchi, for joining us once again. I'm really sorry about internet connection. I think we have some issues with StreamYard in the past as well. But yeah, thank you so much once again, Vanchi, for joining us. Do check out the Sportanic. Actually doing a prediction league going on right now for IPL 2023. So all you have to do is to join the link. I think link will be sent in the description. So do join the prediction corner prediction league table that they're doing right now for IPL 2023, and the winner will get a prize, Amazon voucher of $10 US dollars. So do join it if possible. Anyone who's viewing it right now. So thank you once again, Manchi, for joining us and becoming our first guest. So this wraps up the first episode of IPL. So guys, enjoy the video and hope we can come back sooner for the next episode of IPL Zone. So we'll be doing 2 to 3 times a week. So expect more now of IPL 2023 and from the IPL Zone segment. So thanks so much and see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye
Thank
guys
you.
and good
Thank
night.
you, Pawan. Yeah.